What's going on, guys? Today's video we're doing another microphone comparison video. Today in this video we have a $160 microphone HyperX Quadcast S versus the $100 K658 microphone. Let's get straight into it. So right off the bat, some of the comparisons are in the unboxing experiences. Now this is kind of an iffy thing, but I just want to let you know what you have for $160 worth of your money. So the unboxing experience on the HyperX is very simplistic, easy, and you basically get more build quality than accessories and other stuff. For the Fifine K658, you get a full unboxing experience. This one is just gives you a better experience overall. So you get your shock mount with a thread, and you get a USB Type-C cable. You also do get happiness. Not playing. Not for real though. This is a really good microphone. It is very well built. Now the only flaws between both of these are that they do not have mic monitoring volume adjustment, just like the Blue Yeti. Now where that big price tag on the HyperX comes into play is that it has polar patterns and the K658 doesn't. So that's a little bit of a drawback if you want something that has multiple modes. Stay tuned for that. I'll get into that. Alright, so this is the sound quality of the HyperX. It has 80% as well. I personally have not listened to it yet, so I don't know what it sounds like, but we're going to see if it sounds any good. Right now it's on the desk mount, so if there's any shaking within the table, if you can hear that, if you can hear any tapping, let me know. It should be fairly decent, but we'll just have to check it out. We're going to check out the mute button as well. Alright, so that's that. Same distance, we're in the cardioid pattern, so you'll be able to hear if you can. We're going to also put this up to 100%. Alright, so we're in the first setting. We're going to see if you actually hear any background sound or anything at all. Normally there's cars passing by, which is kind of weird that they're not passing by at this mic test, but it's still peaking right around 15, so they're roughly around the same decibel meter, which is pretty good actually. Now we're going to switch over to the second setting. Now we're on the second setting for the air purifier test. So if you can hear me more than the air purifier, then that's really good. Most budget microphones fail this test, so just a little heads up. Third setting, not a lot of microphones do a really good job on this third setting. We are still peaking around 15 barely, even at 100% gain, which is pretty interesting. This distance, we're at same distance, about 1 to 2 feet, and that's how that sounds. So if you can be the judge for this. -40 is the noise, so now it's a little higher, as you can see. But to see if it catches my voice more than the actual background noise, and it looks like we peaked right around -10 for the highest, but at normal it's about -15 to -13. So this microphone does a really good job. Number one, I can already tell the HyperX just looks way better on camera and in person. It looks so much like the Ampligame. We have both of them roughly around 80%. They both have the mute function on top, but this one turns it on and off for the LEDs, just like the Ampligame. This one has a dedicated mute button and a dedicated LED button, which is really cool. Actually, not their buttons, they're touch sensitive. Alright, so this is just a reminder of the K658 microphone. I'm very close to it. I'll be at the same distance for both of these, but right now this should be around 80%. We're barely right around 10 to 15. Fully raw audio, by the way, so there's no tweaking right now. Alright, so this is the Fifine K658 microphone. Same distance. We're going to go ahead and turn up the gain all the way up for this microphone, just so you can hear the difference for that. And same talking distance. We're roughly about a foot, 2 foot away. So that's what that sounds like. We're going to go ahead and put it on the first setting. Alright, so now it's on the first setting. We've done this test before if you've seen the video of this microphone before, so you'll know it does a really good job. We're on the second setting now. It does a really good job at this setting as well. You can't really hear it a whole lot, so that's really good. Now this is just an imitation for background sound if you have fans going on when you're in a hot summer day or whatever. I had that same exact scenario and it was able to perfectly capture my voice. So that's that. And now the third setting. So now we're on the third setting. This is the most you're going to get out of background noise for some microphones. And now I will be doing a decibel meter, so you'll be able to see how loud the fan actually is. And I can see that we're still peaking right around 15 mark just from this distance at 100% up volume. If you want to see the air purifier, it's right here. As you can see, it's on the third setting. Alright, so now we're on stereo, so it should be the left and the right. So you should be able to hear me on the left, you should be able to hear me on the right. See how that sounds? Bidirectional, so you should be able to hear me on the front and the back the most, and it looks like that is true. So we're going to see, this is good for a one-on-one interview. One person in front, which is you, other person on the other side, and you can be able to talk both into the same microphone. So this is good for people that, you know, do podcasts or something. I recommend just multiple microphones because that's how most people do it. But if you're on a budget, you can do that with just one microphone, which is really cool. Cardioid is the best pattern for most people since it's easy and it just works.